Hello friends, and welcome back to a brand new video. And as you guys can probably already tell, this video is much different in the intro than what I usually share. But even though this is a YouTube channel, it is still very real life, and real life things are happening over here. And you guys may have heard me mention in previous videos or over on my Instagram how we've had some really bad fires in surrounding areas around us. Now, I just want to preface this with saying we got so lucky and are so blessed that we were not affected like a lot of those clips that I showed in the beginning. We were never evacuated. We just suffered a lot of the smoke and ash very heavily. It was all over our cars, and it just had a layer of just like smoke and ash and debris all over the place. So when I filmed, this was about 10 days, and when you guys are watching this, it's about 14 days after the fire started, and I think it's at about 90% contained. So the skies are blue again. There's not smoke in the air or anything like that. So I figured it was finally safe to go ahead and start cleaning up outside from the effects of the fires. Again, I just want to say we are so blessed that we were not evacuated or in the danger zone. We're more in just the really bad air quality areas and suffering a lot of the smoke and ash. But I need to come out here today and clean up from everything, the mess that the fire has caused. So I need to do an extreme deep clean back here. So we're going to be peeling everything back, pulling back all this furniture and getting into all those nooks and crannies. So if you guys need some cleaning motivation today, this is a great one to watch.
That's how it seemed to me, but I dared you, and I dared to lose, just so I could be with you.
Now, my original plan was to take all of these cushion covers off and put them into the washing machine and then just let them air dry. But even though there is a zipper design on here and it looks like they can be removed, there's no way I could have gotten these actual seat cushion covers off without ripping this. And this was not a cheap set, and I would have cried if I would have ruined one of the couch cushions. So I decided I will just bring out my carpet cleaner and put on my attachment that you can use on furniture and do it that way instead. We have been deep cleaning inside the house and just peeling all the couch covers off and stuff like that, which you guys will see a little later in this video as well. My husband is kind of in the background doing things around the house and the yard. You'll kind of see him walk by and stuff, but we're both kind of like dividing and conquering, getting this place into shape, because we're also hosting about 30 family members at our home. I mentioned in my last video, sadly my husband lost his grandpa, and it's been just a lot. But we are getting the house ready for out-of-town guests and stuff like that to come over. And of course, with the fire, everything just had a layer on it and just really needed to be deep cleaned. So that's why I decided to pick up the camera and share this with you guys, because I thought this would bring you guys a ton of motivation, and we could also kind of get to know each other and relate with each other on a deeper level. And it was a great distraction, by the way, to be able to get in here and just peel everything back and give it a nice deep clean. So as you can see, I am getting out the blower, I'm pulling everything back, I'm rolling up this rug. I almost replaced this rug, but decided to go ahead and just deep clean it because I think it was just looking so terrible because of all the ash on it was making it look darker and more dingy. And you guys will see once I get that cleaned up, it does kind of brighten itself back up. And this clip I decided to leave in. Ruger loves going after lawnmowers, sprinklers, and the blower. And so I thought that clip was kind of cute, so I decided to leave that in.
make it on my own. Tell me what I'm gonna do. Tell me how I'm gonna live my life without you. Yeah, tell me why we don't make sense. Tell me how I'm gonna get through. I don't wanna take another life without you. Yeah, tell me why we don't make sense. Do I ever let go? Let go of the days I wish we had. Stop crying over things I can't take back.
I will say one of the hardest parts of working outside is when you come across like a bug or a spider, and I came across my fair share of spiders, you guys. I don't know why spiders love to set up camp underneath my patio furniture, and it was terrifying, you guys. I found a black widow, and as you can see, it kind of like freaked me out, but I squished it, I killed it, and then when I flipped this over, I saw there were actually like spider eggs down here. And so I'm just really getting at it. Once I found the black widow and eggs, I just said, no way, I'm flipping all this furniture over, and we're getting all these cobwebs and squishing any spiders that thought that they could just move in and set up camp underneath my patio furniture. And as it was with ash on everything, I didn't want to be out here and even sit on these couches because you're literally sitting on dirt and ash. And then the last thing I wanted to even think about was having a spider like underneath my legs or my feet or even the cushions. So this just gave me such peace of mind, and also having company over, you don't want anyone to sit down and then, you know, see a spider or anything like that. That's not the most welcoming thing in the world. So you are seeing me just closely inspect underneath all this furniture, and then once I get rid of all of those bugs and spiders, I feel like I can go ahead and put my cushions back in and start to give these a nice deep clean. So I'm just using my vacuum to get all that loose dirt and ash off of the top, and then I will go in with my carpet cleaner, and it was so satisfying. And it was a nice warm day, but also everything just dried so nicely and looked almost new again.
I think that I'm going to hiding somewhere by a gated star. Baby, they ain't never gonna find me. I'm a renegade. I could be the one who saved you from this hard place. We could be as one and we'll escape. We could run away, we don't gotta stay. I can feel it, it burns inside me. Take away the pain, we can go insane. I can feel it, it burns inside me. We could run away, we don't gotta stay. I can feel it, it burns inside me. Take away the pain, we can go insane. Trust me, I won't let you down.
I also wanted to note that thank goodness we had a really good rain a few days before I filmed this, and it cleaned off all the plants in the trees in the streets and the sidewalks. And it's like Mother Nature knows. It was so crazy, you guys, because I couldn't even tell you the last time it's rained here. Maybe, I don't know, 3, 4, 5, 6 months. I don't know. It's been a really long time since it's rained here. If you guys are new here, I'm in Southern California, and anytime it rains, it's like, it's shocking. Like, everyone runs outside and it's like, what is this stuff falling from the sky? It just, we don't get a lot of rain here. We're constantly in a drought and having to conserve water, so it's a really big deal. So the fact that we got a downpour of rain during these fires was just a true blessing, and I'm sure the firefighters and first responders were so thankful, along with all of the people that were displaced or, you know, in danger of losing their homes. It really was an answered prayer to have that rainstorm come through. So that did help the yard a ton. I will add that. Also, the camera never does justice. I think a lot of it is the lighting, and I don't know what it is, but the camera always makes things look cleaner than they really are. So just note that. I know I mentioned that a lot in my videos, but it is very, very true.
I could be the one who saves you from this place. Baby, they ain't never gonna find me, find me, find me. We could run away, we don't gotta stay. I can feel it, it burns inside me. Take away the pain, we can go insane. I can feel it, it burns inside Loving me was all you tried when you were around. I've been told too many times now. Yeah, loving me was all you tried when you were around. I've been told too many times now. But somewhere I'll go run and hide, looking for a new start. Yeah, somewhere I'll go run and hide, looking for a new.
The patio is already feeling way lighter, and you can just feel that it just feels cleaner back here. It's not as heavy and kind of gives you that like nasty feeling. I'm already feeling like I'm ready to hang out here, which we did. The whole weekend we watched TV and movies back here. I sat back here and read my book. We swam, we went in the spa and just hung out. So worth every minute of having family come over and tell us how nice the yard looked and all that, and just being able to make memories in this yard. There was actually nothing in this yard when we bought this house. There was like a little concrete pad with grass, and that was it. So we poured the bigger patio, we put in the patio cover, we extended our driveway, we put in the pool and the spa, we did all the landscaping, we put in RV parking. Obviously this was over a course of 4 years. We did it in stages, but this backyard has absolutely been a labor of love for us, and so we do take a lot of pride in taking care of it back here. That way, we get to enjoy it. So I just wanted to share that with you all. It was a lot of work coming in here and cleaning all this, but it definitely paid off. Look how much better this couch looks. I think this is like a 2-year-old set. I got it from Living Spaces. I'll link it down below if you guys want to look it up. Again, not the cheapest in the world, but we knew that we wanted to invest in a really good set that was going to last us a long time. And so it was just killing me to see this thing look so beat up, and I just feel so much better that it's looking almost new again.
Looking for a new start. Don't wanna be trapped, don't wanna be down. Looking for a new start. Yeah, somewhere I'll go run and hide, looking for a new start.
So our AC unit is, I don't know, it needs to be looked at. It's been leaking, and so we need to have someone come out and take a look at it. But this concrete is really stained from the dripping. So I'm just using my amazing VACLife scrub brush. I think I've used this in like every video since I worked with this brand, you guys, and I seriously love this thing. I will have it linked down below, but it comes with a bunch of different attachments, and this thing packs a punch. It is so strong. And so I decided to go ahead and try it on these stains on the concrete, and you can't tell when it's wet, but when it's dry, it actually did help a little bit. I used Zep cleaner. You can get it from like Lowe's and Home Depot. It's an industrial strength spray. And I think if I came out and really spent more time on it, I really think I can get it looking better with maybe like a power washer. But like I said, with wet concrete, you can't fully tell, but I really think it did help a little bit.
Wash away, 'cause I promise I'm better now. Wouldn't hold it against you if you say that you don't wanna get close to me, close to what we used to.
Moving on to this section of the patio, we had this table and chairs, and you guys, we probably had this set for like 7 or 8 years. We've had it a really long time, and it's actually in fairly good shape. I would say our last house, we didn't have a patio cover, so it was just out in the elements. And obviously here it's under a patio cover, and we've been here about 4.5 years. But I mean, it could stand some love. I do replace the cushions every few years, and these cushions are looking pretty dirty, again, covered in ash. And since we're gonna have people over here and entertaining, and it was for, my husband's grandpa's funeral, we just wanted everything to look really nice. And so instead of replacing the pads, because I know we're coming up on the end of summer and a lot of places aren't carrying the pads anymore, I'm just going to throw them in the wash and then let them air dry. So that's what I did. I took everything off, and they are in the washer. I just did 3 at a time. I have a pretty big washer. You guys will actually see here in just a minute. And I throw those in there, and I do 3 at a time. And when they were done, my husband actually brought them outside, and they started to air dry, and then we were able to put them back on.
But I just feel like dancing. Are you feeling it too?
I had to include this because this is so my luck. As I said, my husband and I are going through and deep cleaning the house. So he peeled all these cushion covers off of our couch and put them in the wash, which they came out beautiful, by the way. But then he got called into work, and so I was stuck with a couch looking like that. But he did help me put them back on, thank goodness, when he got back home. But I wanted to show you guys there's things like that going on in the background while I'm filming this video. And I was out here the majority of the day. As you can see, it's actually getting into golden hour in these clips, but I wanted to get these pads put back on, and you can just see how much more bright white they are, and actually fluff them up a little bit, so that was really nice too. But we're about to jump into day 2 because this was a really big job. And of course, while I'm doing all this, I am being a mom, I'm being a wife, I'm running a business, just a lot of life going on. So I wasn't able to do this all in one day, but I kind of already knew that the kind of cleaning job I wanted to do back here was going to be a lot of work and not necessarily done in one day. So this is the next day, but not a whole lot to do out here, but we need to clean up areas like this and clean off the barbecue and then get to the other side of the yard. I did get some new patio furniture on the other side of the pool area, so make sure you guys stick around into the end so you guys can see it. We got a bar top table and stools with a new umbrella, and then I scored some really neat pool loungers off the Facebook marketplace. I got both of them for only $100. And then I got some really pretty throw pillows from Walmart and threw on there. So we're not only just cleaning, we're giving this like a patio refresh, and it just feels so good, and the after is so satisfying. Also, in the beginning of the video, you guys saw how our pool was looking with all the settled ash, and our vacuum just was not able to keep up. Now, my husband came through here the last couple of days, and as you can see, the pool is looking 10 times better, starting to be that beautiful sparkly blue again. And he's out here working on the filters and doing his things back here, so I'm going to go ahead and skim the pool. But that fire just did a number on our pool, and it was just looking really cloudy and disgusting, so it felt really nice to see it looking nice and clean again.
A glimpse of Panama. We don't need a map. I'll let you know when we've arrived. Yeah, we can travel the world, so just say yes. Choose to do whatever comes next. This or that. Getting drunk on whiskey on a Tuesday night. But drinking red wine by an open fire. Make love or fight. This or that. This or that. On the train or catch a morning flight, enjoying dinner until midnight, or in bed by night. This or we can travel the world, so just say yes. Choose to do whatever comes next.
I couldn't have my whole backyard spotless and then have this barbecue looking the way that it did. So I asked my husband, is it okay if I rinse off the barbecue? And he said, yeah, it's totally fine. So I gave this a good rinse, and then I'm just going in with a magic eraser. I figured that was probably the best thing on here to cut through like the grease and shine it back up, and it actually worked really well. I think this barbecue is like 1.5 years old. And we do try and cover it, but sometimes we get lazy and we don't. So it just got really gross from being exposed to the elements, obviously being outside, and then from the fire. So I'm just trying to give everything a clean slate and try and, you know, just put hands on as much stuff as I can back here. I'm sure there's a lot more things I can do, like pull down my screens and rinse all those off. But my husband wanted to actually do all that with the power washer and then go through with the Windex window spray. You like attach it to the nozzle of your hose. So a lot more of that stuff is to come, but we were just running out of time because we were expecting, you know, people at our house, and you know, trying to get the inside in check and then the outside, you know, all done. So there was just a lot going on, but I was just trying to at least give everything, you know, a nice wipe down. As you can see, this barbecue looks 10 times better than when I started.
You turn away, I just want you to know that I didn't throw your stuff away. Before you make up your mind that I'm nowhere to find, I'm standing right here. I know that I told you we're over, I swear that I'm sober, just listen, I miss you. And I know that I said all these things, but now when you're with her.
Is the other side of the yard. Our pool equipment is behind that wall of bushes, and then our storage shed, and then here is the new table and chairs and umbrella set I was telling you guys about. It just allows us to utilize this side of the yard more, and I'm loving having it over here, and of course more seating for people. But here's how the yard is looking with the after and what I was able to accomplish over the last couple of days, and just give the backyard a clean slate. We feel good about having people over. We know the space is clean, and we did the best that we could with the smoke and the ash, and it just feels nice and clean and like a weight lifted back here, and we can just get this fire put behind us. Hopefully we are good for the remainder of the year and we can move on. If you guys are new here, I'm in Southern California, and we all know California is definitely known for its wildfires, and this fire definitely lived up to that. And I have just been praying for the families that have been drastically affected by this fire, and I just feel so blessed that you know, we only had to suffer the smoke and ash. But if you guys enjoyed this video, I would love if you could hit that thumbs up button, and please consider subscribing before you leave today. I would absolutely love to have you. I'm gonna have some really fun content coming up, so make sure you guys stick around, and I'll see you in the next one, friends. Bye.
Follow me, or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could